Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into how this super powerful trio of data, AI, and CRM is literally changing the game for businesses. We're going to see how these three things click together to do something, well, something pretty transformative.
Okay, let's just kick things off with one number that'll kind of blow your mind. 90%. Yeah, 90% of all the data in the entire world was created in just the last 2 years. I mean, just think about that. We are absolutely swimming in information like never before.
But that creates a huge problem, right? This data explosion means businesses are facing this total deluge of information. It's like they're drowning in a sea of data, but at the same time, they're starving for real, actual insights they can use.
So, the bottom line is, just having a mountain of data isn't the win. The real struggle, the part where everyone gets stuck, is trying to connect all those different pieces. You've got data from social media, from your sales records, from customer service chats, and it's all just floating around. Without connecting it, it's just noise.
So how in the world do you conquer this data deluge? How do you turn all that noise into a clear signal? Well, let's meet the three key players that form a kind of dream team for today's business world.
First up, you've got your CRM. That stands for Customer Relationship Management System. The best way to think about this is as the central playbook, It's the one place, the single source of truth that keeps every customer interaction neat and tidy. It gives AI a clean, organized foundation to build on.
Okay, next up is the data itself. This is the fuel for the whole engine. It's all the raw stuff, the facts, the figures you collect from every single customer touchpoint, every click, every purchase, every single survey response. This is the good stuff, the story of what your customers actually do and want.
And rounding out our trio is AI, artificial intelligence. This is the genius strategist, the brains of the operation. It's the engine that can actually understand all that organized data from your CRM and do incredible things with it. Make smart predictions, automate boring tasks, and even create new personalized content. It turns what happened yesterday into what's going to happen tomorrow.
Now, each of these tools is pretty powerful on its own, for sure, but something really, really interesting happens when you bring all three of them together. Honestly, this is where the magic really starts.
Look, a good CRM keeps you organized, good data keeps you informed, and good AI can automate stuff. But when they work together, that synergy is where the real transformation is. It lets you stop just reacting to what your customers did and start actually anticipating what they're going to need next.
Now, it's easy to talk about synergy and all that, but it can feel a bit abstract. So let's look at some real, concrete examples of how this combination drives actual results across a whole business. And you can see the impact is, well, it's everywhere. Your sales team can send out these amazing, hyper-personalized emails with just one click. Your service agents can get call summaries generated for them automatically. Marketers can create a unique landing page for every single visitor. It literally becomes a force multiplier for your entire company.
And check out this real-world example from Heather Conneran at General Mills. It's perfect. They're not just selling cereal. They're using this powerful combo to solve a real human problem for busy parents, what's for dinner, in a way that's super personal and genuinely helpful.
Okay, but here's the thing. Just having the right tech is only half the battle. To really make this work, you have to build your whole strategy on a strong foundation. And that foundation is all about people and principles. It's not just the tools, it's how you use them. So the first pillar of that foundation is something called data literacy. And this just means that everyone in the company, not just the analysts and data scientists, can explore, understand, and talk about data. When your whole team can speak the language of data, everybody makes smarter calls. But here's where we hit a bit of a snag. There's this huge gap between what leaders think is happening and what's actually happening. You've got 79% of leaders who believe they're giving their teams the data skills they need, but only 40% of the employees agree. That disconnect is a massive roadblock. And all of that leads to the second, and I would argue the most critical pillar of all, trust. Think about it. If your customers don't trust you to use their data responsibly, you're done. And if your own team doesn't trust that the AI is reliable and ethical, well then even the most powerful system in the world is totally useless. So the game plan really needs to be built on these three things. First, you've got to build trust with clear ethical guidelines. Second, get your tech ready by getting all your data in one place. And third, and this is the big one, you have to empower your people. Create a culture where everyone is always learning. As we've seen, this fusion of data, AI, and CRM, it's not just another tech trend.
It's really a new blueprint for how businesses are going to operate, innovate, and connect with their customers from now on. The future is being built right now. Which leaves us with one final big question. Is your organization ready for it?